What's up, Maureen? What's up, baby? What's going on? I ain't gonna be before you long. Just been, it ain't really been a hard day, but it's just like I don't know, maybe another content creator can understand. My thing is, I just got to, do it. That's all. Stop bullshitting. And cause see, I keep saying, okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, this the time. And then the time is this time right here. You know, so I just need, when I say I'm gonna do it. I be like, well, no, well, I'm getting ready to go this. They ain't gonna want to. I just, when you in your head, it's terrible. Like I say, I'm ready to take these braids out. Everything just went off balance. Everything is just off this week because I had planned, this week to take my braids out. Just ain't the same. You need even because to me, you know, kids don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can still, even with the kids around, I can still like have a peace of mind. You know, you know. So, but it is what it is. So this week here was wasted with nothing done because it rained, and so I couldn't do what I said I was gonna do. Y'all, I think they started a new season of Hoochie Daddies or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was tuning in. Of course, I'm put my 2 cents on it. And I gotta look back and see, cause it said like a year. Maybe I'm behind. Cause I thought I was caught up with each time they started. So maybe I'm the one that's the fuck behind. I asked Tasha one time when I was on her, when she was live. I asked her, would she ever go? Would she do Hoochie Daddies? Is it Hoochie Daddies or Hood Daddies? I think it's Hoochie Daddies anyway. And she told me she wouldn't do it. But I know why Tasha wouldn't do it, because Tasha hate to lose. See, if you a motherfucker that ain't good at competing and you don't like to lose, you can't play no games. You know what I'm saying? Cause you hate to be wrong, and I really do see that in Tasha. She better at it than she used to be, but she have a problem with being wrong. And I don't know if y'all know Jazz or not. Now she worse than Tasha. That she hate to be wrong. And she got them niggas following her just like, you know what I'm saying, she Queen Sheba. I mean, if she told them to eat the shit out her ass, they would. I really believe they would. And she got a real bad habit. Cause see, the thing about it is, she like that because, you know what I'm saying, them niggas that's around her done gave her so much control. They all got this big house that they live in, which ain't no problem. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? But the issue it would be for me is if we all paying just come now, this is how it would be for me. If I'ma live in the house and shit, ain't gonna be no motherfucker under like we got a boss or something in this motherfucker house now. That ain't how we gonna do it. You understand what I'm saying? If we all splitting the bills, shit, you can't tell me what the fuck to do or where to go or what to be, you know. But if your name on it and you paying the mortgage and we just helping you pay the accessories, then okay, I say, but shit. I said, I don't know, I just couldn't be, y'all know how I am when it comes down to somebody think they control me. I don't care how much money you got. Ain't enough money in the damn world to control me, to give somebody that much power over me to the point that they can control me. Hell no. I don't want nobody to think they can tell me what the fuck to do. If I don't want to do it, but she got them niggas under a spell. You think I'm bullshitting? She do. Cause the light skinned kid, I ain't seen her cousin. Well, I ain't really I kind of slowed down with following her a little bit, but I ain't seen her cousin Jay. I wonder if he still fuck with them. I seen a thing where somebody played a clip where she was fussing at somebody. They didn't show who she was fussing at, Jazz. And she was saying, "On my mama, I'll kill you. No, I won't on my mama." And she said, "On Jenny Williams, on Janie Williams, I'll get." And I was reading the comments like, "Yeah, bitch, you still a one, you still a girl now. Shit, you ain't got that damn unless you fucking with pussy ass niggas. That might be why she feel, the need to talk like she can talk. Cause shit, nigga, the average motherfucker gonna lay your motherfucking ass out. That he hit you right. Shit, the fuck you talking about? And that's what I'm saying. They scared of her. I lay you down. What you talking about, bitch? Nah, I ain't like I said. I don't want no relationship. I don't want no nigga. I don't want no friendship where in it they think they can control me. And I supposed to do what they say do, act like they act, talk to who they want me to talk to, don't talk to who. Oh yeah, go ahead with that bullshit. So I haven't been on the internet again today. But like I said, I just ain't had time. My mind ain't. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the internet. I've been looking, but I've been looking at is it Fear Thy Neighbor or Neighbors from Hell? It's either Fear Thy Neighbors or Neighbors from Hell. I said, yeah, I can understand it. I definitely got a bunch of motherfuckers. I got some damn neighbors for hell for your ass. Shit. Damn, and then and I look at the shit, some of the shit that them motherfuckers arguing back and forth over just stupid shit. Niggas lost their life over dumb shit, and at the end of the day, one might have lost their life, and the other one you locked the fuck up, and you know what I'm saying, anybody on your motherfucking land, and y'all doing all that for that. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even about after a while, it's not about the damn land no more. It's just about who right and who wrong. That's basically what the argument basically is. It ain't about the situation no more. It escalates to who gonna be right. Shit. Especially when you dealing with ignorant niggas. A ignorant motherfucker don't want to hear shit but themselves. And all the ones that I watched, it was like, now one I watched, it was one that I watched. It was this girl, she had moved from somewhere, and she moved like closer to the city. And she said this is her first time, you know, being in the city. And it was her, her boyfriend, and her daughter. And she said she was excited and she was real thrilled about, you know what I'm saying, she kind of, in other words, she was like, she kind of sort of dreamed about living like this, meaning like, you know what I'm saying, where she could have the friendly neighbors and, she can go and have, tea or they go out together, shit like that. She was like, she was happy for that. So, right off hand, soon as she moved in, she met a girl that stayed downstairs. And and then she made friends with one of the girls across the hall for her, a white girl. So, she was happy, everything. They were glad they ended up. And you know what? Do people still do that? I'm thinking like, when she met her, the white girl told her, she said, yeah, she said, I'm getting ready to go. She said, I'm going downstairs to another neighbor. She said, if you want to come and join us to have dinner, she said, you're welcome. So the girl was like, yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, people still do that. Invite you to eat and you don't know them. The fuck, girl, you crazy. See, that right there was you wrong. Right there, her name was Tony. That right there, well, you mistake right then. You ain't know these motherfuckers from Adam or Eve. And you gonna fall up in there and eat and shit. Come on now. So anyway, they go in that meeting. So she realized when she get there, she realized that she already had met that girl. She had already met that lady when they first moved in. And so, it was like oh, okay, that's what's up, and da 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 da, they were cool and shit. And so, okay, what happened? It made it change. Oh, um, what happened was, then the old white lady in the building told the black girl, she said, look, she said, you better watch out for Asia. She said, no, she said, be careful of Asia. And Tony was like, well, she's still like, oh, cause she said it. She said, well, I took it, some old senile old, person just in young people business. She don't know what she's talking about. So bam. Anyway, she's one night Tony then was in the bed and they heard a whole bunch of arguing and loudness and stuff like that. She said it was loud, real loud. So she had to go to the door and ended up she realized it was Asia arguing with her boyfriend, downstairs. And so uh she, did she go knock on the door and ask was everything okay? I don't think she went down and asked her was everything okay. She just, let it ride. So one night she was oh, she put the boyfriend out. Then one night Asia got dressed and it was about late night, and Tony heard her leave. So Tony knew she had a daughter, but she didn't know. Tony knew it was just Asia, her boyfriend, and the little girl. But Asia had threw the little girl out. So she thinking like, when she heard when Tony heard her leave, she was like, I know she didn't leave that little girl. I think the little girl was 11 years old or 7. One of them, between 7 and 11. And she said, oh my God, did she leave her by, saying to herself, did Asia leave her daughter at home by herself and stuff? So she go downstairs and knock on the door asking, hey, I think the little girl named Rebecca. She was like, Rebecca, you okay? Rebecca, you okay? And when she said that, the the door swung open, and it was Asia's sister. And she said, and so right then when the sister opened the door, she said, "What you mean is she okay? Are you trying to insinuate Asia Lee will left her daughter by herself? Is that what you saying?" And Tony like, "No, no, come on now. So you don't even try to save face. That's exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what the fuck you saying. So go on." And so the girl was like, "Go on about your damn business. No, I'm here." And so, they were saying Asia good for leaving all times of the night and stuff like that. And anytime she leave, she'll call that sister to come and babysit for her. So that's what happened. And so, when Asia got home, of course, the sister blew it up. You know that the neighbor came downstairs trying to say that left your daughter home by herself and all. So Asia go down there and, confronts her and tell her, leave, keep these people eat me out of your mouth and da 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 da. So uh after that, Asia's sister them kind of kept fucking with Tony and shit. And well, they let it go, but she knew she didn't feel comfortable around him. Tony didn't. And uh so one day when Tony went to work, she noticed that Asia's sister was there. And so she turned around to him. She's like, "Are you following me?" And Asia's sister was like, what the fuck you mean am I following you? I work here. And so she was part then, Asia's sister was part then the visiting thing or something like that. And uh when she's supposed to be parking in the employee thing. So Tony went and told the supervisor that uh you know, old girl was in the visiting parking lot when she's supposed to be employed. And so the lady walked up to her and she said, "Hey," she said, "Do you work here?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, you supposed to be in the employee parking lot and not over here." And she went, "And who are you?" And the lady was like, "I am the supervisor," told her everything. And so the girl, she went on move. So again, adding fuel to the fire. My thing is, at the end of the day, the more Tony told this story, it's more like, what the fuck happened to her? I mean, that's why I say, mind your motherfucking business. That's why when I had my apartment and shit, I ain't give a fuck about being friendly. I ain't give two damns about being friendly. You know? I don't want nobody knocking on my motherfucking door talking about a motherfucker, I need sugar. Can I borrow this? Can you run me to the store? Or I need to talk to you. No, hell no. No, fuck no. No. Mm-mm. 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 See, she started out wrong. Tony did. The fuck? You running downstairs all in the business and hold on. Damn. All down there in her business. Don't know what's going on. All she had to do run back in there and just talk that shit to her damn boyfriend. Shit. And play it by ear. But no, you want to anyway. So that really that really made them, hot. Like, bitch. You know, and so they when she did that, they ended up throwing some human shit on old girl door. They were kicking it and all this other type shit, just doing shit all the time. And so, but of course she ain't had no proof who it was, so she had to, like, what I'm saying, put up with it. Or shit, I don't know why she stayed long as she did. Anyway, so So after that, they kept doing that, doing little crazy shit. Uh, Tony heard Asia and her boyfriend arguing, and Asia putting them out and shit. She heard her, oh, you got to go because Asia did something. Um, she took and we're gonna get ready to put the nigga on fire. And he went on and left. He got out. And uh, so when she put him out, okay, here come Tony again. She won't trying to holler at the nigga, right? She won't trying to holler at him, but she just was call herself uh confident. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the thing about it is, now y'all know what I'm getting ready to say with that. Y'all know exactly what I'm getting ready to say with that. Now you and this bitch already having problems. I don't give a fuck if she'd have put that motherfucker out butterball motherfucking naked. I wouldn't have been the bitch that came to his rescue. Hell no, I'm already having trouble and shit, and they're just gonna put the icing on the cake. But she knew what she was doing. Tony knew what she was doing at that point when um she knew exactly what she was doing. Cause when she heard that she had put him out that night, she hurriedly opened her door, made it her business to catch up with him and tell, oh, you want to talk? Come in, let's talk about it. Da 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 da. So being that went down, I guess when dude got ready to leave, she walked him out, and the sister saw uh, her and him hugging. Tony ain't want him. And like I said, she didn't want him. She was just trying to add fuel to the fire. That's it. Because she said her main thing was uh, the reason she was doing what she was doing was because she wanted to prove to Asia them that, you know what I'm saying, uh, y'all ain't running shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of y'all or this and this and this and that. And so she had called her sister over. I forgot why she called her sister over. Anyway, the sister came over anyway just because, GP, because she was saying like, oh, y'all not getting rid of double team my sister. Anyway, nothing didn't really go down. And so Asia was pissed. Of course, she gonna be pissed after she found out that she thought that Tony would try, even whether she thought Tony was trying to fuck with her nigga or not, just the point of her saying she seen him out there, and see, it wasn't the sister that told her that. See, cause even the little white girl turned on him too. It's the white girl said, oh, guess what, da 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 this and da 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 that. So one day, Tony and her daughter were coming. She said she was feeling sick and she left work early, picked up her daughter. They come on home, and I forgot who told her that the girl that they seen Tony come and get ready to come in the building. Anyway, when she was coming in the building, she was confronted by Asia's sister, and they were arguing. So Tony told her daughter, to stand on the wall or stand at the door or something and stuff. And she told her. So they kept arguing. They kept arguing, the sister and Tony. And at that point, while they were arguing, mind you now, when Tony first come in, Asia was on her way out. She bumped into her, gave her that, how you give you that stare when you already got some beef with somebody. That kind of shit in passing that her and Tony did to each other. So when that happened, uh, Tony went on in the building. She felt uneasy. And she called her sister. She said, look, something don't feel right, come over and da 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 da. So, bam. Hold on. God, they must have done. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. So anyway, when she called her sister, when Tony called her sister and told her something didn't feel right, come over. And so the sister just jumped in the car and came on over. But back to her at her door getting ready to go into her apartment, Tony was confronted by Asia's sister. And while Tony's sister while Asia's sister and Tony were arguing, remember I told you Asia went out, she saw Asia go out the door. But what she didn't know is that Asia came in the back way, came in and had some hot boiling water and poured it all over Tony, scalded her. All she could do is scream. So she said she went to somebody's house and all she know is that she took her daughter and just knocked on the door and never who opened the door. She showed her and told her, just hold my daughter. I'll be right back. Just hold my daughter. And she went somewhere and she just collapsed and said next thing she knows she heard a whole bunch of screaming and it was her sister. She said, that's my sister. Couldn't find out as her sister was coming up the steps, Asia had some more hot boiling water and she poured it all in her faces as she was coming up the steps. I said, Lord have mercy, all that right there just because you minding somebody else's business. That ain't no. See, that ain't even worth it. For one, I feel like this, cause she said, but for them had got burnt. Now they showed the pictures and stuff, but for them had got burnt. I'm gonna post the pictures on my wall so y'all see them. But for that, I mean, they look good. Don't need like nothing happen. But that's just a lesson. Mind your damn business. But see, it was just one about the point. I don't think it was about she was trying to tell them that you. I don't think it was about. I really don't. I don't think it was any more about control. I think it was about, you know, you know. Okay, now you done, got on my nerve. I'm gonna get on your nerve. That's what that was. Tit for tat shit. But you know the bottom. You know the number one rule. You ain't getting ready to fuck with nobody. Man, I don't care if they have been arguing. That's the number one. That's the thing wrong because they was like, she showed them that she took his side, and on top of that, girl. See, mind your business. That's what that means. So. This is real life, folks. Real life. What's up, Maureen? Hey, Tina. Hey, Genevieve. Olga. Stop all that. What's up, Queen T? Come on, please shut up. Happy Wednesday, Danielle. Thank you, Zep. Hey, boo. What's up, Big Bugs 250? Yeah. No. What's up? Cooking with your needs. Thank you for the blessings. What's up, Brittany? Yeah, that's what it is. Fear thy neighbor. Okay, That okay, yeah. It's Fear Thy Neighbor, and that episode was Boiling Point. Huh? If that ain't no damn lesson to be learned, well, I ain't no for me to be learned no damn way. 'Cause like I said, I don't fuck with the neighbors. I see you, I see you. Just jump. I see you. Hey, ladybug. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boo. Still don't fuck with them. I already had Patricia. Right, real stiff because you don't never know. What's up, Akiva? Box in the house. Hey, Wynette. Congratulations with your daughter's graduation. Congratulations. Hey, Teresa. But yeah. Like I said, it's okay to be friendly, but then, like I said, it's okay to be friendly, but if y'all, if you go watch the episode and get back with me whether you think she was doing, whether Tony was doing too much or Asia was doing too much. What? Cause the cake for me was when, she said she seen her at work and was like, you following me? Then she went and told on her, okay, yeah, now you being petty. You want that smoke. So and I think she said she moved out, yeah. 10. Oh my God, what is taking so long for Layla? But y'all, I have truly. Hey, Fatina. Hey, darling. Layla. I'm gonna try to get with y'all early in the morning. Okay. But I got to get these kids in the house, and I know it's gonna be a struggle with Walker. I'm gonna have to turn the light off. But kind of good because he ain't been up all day. He ain't been feeling good. And he wanted to wait till midnight to get up. But I love y'all. Y'all stay prayed up. Stay praying for me. Pray for y'all. Come back this way. Come back this way. Wooga. Where is he at? Come this way, Stank. You know, anybody can flip out that car seat now. He did? Yes. Nobody took him out. He flipped out. Look. Don't open the door. Hold the door then. Hold. Y'all let me go crazy. Damn, yeah. All right. I love y'all. Stay prayed up. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Don't move, Kings. I'm coming.